Hey everyone, Lindsay from HeartSpeak Health, and here's my little sidekick, Celia. Celia is 5 months old, and she's my little muffin. So I have her with me. She's with me this morning as I'm trying to get caught up on my videos that I need to make. My original plan was to do a video as I write each blog post, but that just hasn't gone so smoothly because, not that it's not going smoothly, it's just that I have to prioritize what's most important, and then whatever I can get done, I get done. And it's good enough. And that's been my motto. It's good enough. So anyway, this little peanut's here with me. I want to talk a little bit about posts 8 and 9. Those posts on HeartSpeak Health are a little bit more political in nature, but I felt like I needed, she's going to rip this off. I felt like I needed to say something because, for instance, post number 8, the first one, ties in with the conflict that occurred with the national anthem and that whole rigmarole that went on with the NFL. And, I learned some good lessons when that happened because there was a lot of conversation online. And so even though it's I don't like to get too political on my site. My site focuses on women's health and thyroid health. And, but the truth of the matter is that particular situation ties in quite a bit with relationships. And so in post 8, it's called Taking a Stand. I talk about communication and listening. The next post, the 9th blog post that I wrote, is centered on the tragedy that occurred in Las Vegas. And I felt very compelled to write something about that because in the days following that tragedy that happened on October 1st, oh, you're going to get my earbuds. Following that tragedy, there were a great number of eyewitnesses, of people who were there at the event, whether they were at the concert or they were actually on the strip, I should say, in Las Vegas. There were a good number of people who saw things, and they saw things, they heard things, they were in the midst of a lot of crazy things happening, and we never heard about it. It was never reported. And the people who were eyewitnesses that experienced a lot of these events that were not reported on the mainstream media, when they came forward, when they tried to share what happened, they were silenced. They were either told, we don't want to interview you, or they simply weren't even given the opportunity. So they kind of took matters into their own hands, and people started to get on YouTube and film videos and went to Facebook and went to other social media outlets and just went online and they typed what happened to them and they shared what they saw. And a lot of it is very, very different from what we heard when we watched the news, when we watched the mainstream media. And so it's very scary when you see people being silenced who went through something so traumatizing, and these eyewitnesses have no reason to make up what they saw. And none of them were heavily intoxicated or on drugs. The one girl said she had some drinks, but she wasn't that out of it that she didn't know what was happening. So it's very sad. It's very troubling to see people be silenced in that way. The other side of it is that the information that we get is being censored. And that's a little bit unsettling as well. And if you had dug into any of that with the Las Vegas shooting, with the tragedy that happened, if you did find something of maybe a person who had video of something that was going on, or they just talked about something. There were a lot of videos that actually disappeared. They just up and vanished, or the link was broken and you couldn't access their video anymore. So again, it's a political thing, it's a national tragedy. I don't like to dive into that too much, but it just felt too important not to say something. So if you look at posts 8 and 9 at heartspeakhealth.com, the one is titled Taking a Stand, and then the other one is A Prayer for the Silenced. And so you can kind of look at my take on those things. And so I just wanted to say a little something about those two, even though they're not directly tied in with thyroid or women's health. So that's all for videos 8 and 9. I hope that all of you are having a wonderful day and gearing up for the holiday season, which that is upon us. And she sees some colors over here that I think she likes. So have a wonderful day and a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.